Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on Wednesday the 7th. Well, we certainly are in a very peculiar run of weather for July. There doesn't really seem to be an end of it for quite a while, but it looks a bit sort of brief interludes. You can see a little ridge of high pressure out to the west, which might give us a bit of respite tomorrow, but there's just more fronts lining themselves up all the way across the Atlantic. So I hope for a change perhaps later in the month. So what have we got today? Well, this is the 12 o'clock chart. And you can see the low pressure is still centered out to the north of us. And it's feeding in trough lines. And the BBC was showing this as a frontal system across us this afternoon, but I think it's changed on the Met Office to a trough line. But you can see it sort of links up with this other weak front down here. Don't think we're going to see too much of that, to be honest. More showers here rather than a full-blown front. But as the late afternoon goes on after that, then hopefully it calms down a little bit and it gets a bit nicer here. For tomorrow, you can see the beginnings of the high pressure building. Just in there, still weak weather systems lurking around in there, but should be better, calmer day tomorrow. So TAFs today, Farnborough, they updated a couple of times so far in the last hour. Tempo this morning between sort of 8,000 meters, drizzle 1,400 feet. I think that's just very, very isolated. More importantly, tempo between 11 and 4 o'clock this afternoon, 6,000 meter showers, rain, and a prob 30 between 12 and 2, 3,000 meter showers and rain. Prob 30 means isolated, really. Occasional showers, you might be unlucky if we catch one. They can be heavy. Certainly the BBC was saying might be the odd heavy shower lurking around. Main part of the forecast is scattered at 1,600 feet and getting better as the day goes on. Winds are southwesterly, 210, 9 knots, and the upper winds 230, 10 knots across the Midlands, and in the Channel 230, 20 knots, so somewhere in between over us probably. So southwesterly 15 knots at flying heights. SatPic shows, and I've left this on here from this morning, if we just dial back a little bit, you see the bright white colours here, rain showers in the West Country, fizzling away. There's still a few showers tucked in here in various places, but seem to be fizzling out a little bit to the west of us, which is a good sign. And the rain alarm weather radar just shows them here. Not really amounting to much, not heading our way at the moment. Might see some effect from that later, but I think, as you say, it's going to be isolated and very occasional. So not quite flyable out there at the moment, but getting better as the day goes on. Temperature-wise, 19 degrees. BBC was suggesting 20. It's below the seasonal average at this time of year. But that's nothing new at the moment with the weather systems we've got running through, so it'll feel pleasant enough. I'm playing around with the temperatures and dew points, plugging them into sort of sounding. By sort of 1 o'clock, cloud base about just over 2,000 feet above sea level, 2.4 above sea level, so a bit under 2,000 feet, and then moving on to the afternoon, looking a little bit better, and probably above Lasham, I would think getting up to about 2,500 feet. Local soaring day, not really a cross-country day, to be honest. Top Meteo showing quite a lot of cloud development through most of the day. The lower stuff slowly fading away, breaking up a little bit. Showers up through from the sort of southwest peninsula all the way up to Oxford. I think that might be the case today, looking at the direction of the wind. And broken to overcast over us for most of the day. Cloud bases and cloud heights. Well, tops are going to be sort of fairly high at times. Cloud base, as I say, top media are suggesting by 1 o'clock, 2,000 feet. And in the afternoon, up to 1,000 meters, which is 3,000 feet above sea level. So not too bad, folks. Hopefully the shower lines will stay to the north of us. We'll just see the odd occasional isolated shower. Operating 2-3, there's no issues on 2-3 at the moment.
Cable inspection cable.
Okay, good. I would imagine the ground is a bit damp. Yeah, so we'll set up in a way that reduces the operating, certainly the launch point on the hard, probably, which reduces the grass wear. We'll brief that when we get out there. Airspace wise, not a lot going on locally. The danger area just the west of us, Everley danger has been activated from 6 o'clock till 2 o'clock this afternoon. It just raises the height up to 3,000 feet. The usual Keevil temporary danger area is active. It just seems to be a permanent NOTAM at the moment. 10 till 5:30 local time. Parachuting, which it says is a Clanfield, which I think is just inside the Rise airspace. So it's not likely to be an issue, but it does go up to 12,000 feet. And just left on the chart here, although it's not today, it's Goodwood. Festival speed starts tomorrow. There'll be restricted airspace from tomorrow onwards till the weekend. We'll brief on that each day because there is lots going on there, and the red arrows will be displaying at various times throughout the weekend. Apart from that, it's fairly quiet, no jet movement. It's all this week, isn't it? Okay, so not a lot going on apart from us on the airfield, folks. We'll brief on how we're going to set up when we get out there and work it all out, try and minimize the impact on the grass due to the rain. Okay, hopefully see you out there.